Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the C.R. Lawrence OP40022. This is a 3/4 inch offset, top and bottom pivot set, flush with face frame in a dark bronze finish. The model that I have here happens to be the left hand. It applies as a right hand as well, but they are handed, so you have to order the proper hand. And let's go over it. I'm going to show you the individual components from the bottom going up to the top. But first, there is a technical drawing below this video showing all of the important dimensional properties of the pivot set. So I won't beleaguer those points here, but I will say that in the process of determining what pivot set you need, compared against the dozen different ones that are available, at least, just currently made, that dimensional schematic is the way by which we easily or surely determine if this is the right pivot set for your application. Typically when people are buying pivot sets and they're end users or locksmiths or building engineers, it's a retrofit. You're replacing something that's failed. The OP40022 is specifically intended to be used on U.S. aluminum brand doors and frames. I would not personally assume that this was the right pivot, even if your door said U.S. aluminum. I would certainly refer to the dimensional properties of the hardware that you have or the preparation that you have and compare it against that technical drawing. So here we go. So here is the bottom pivot. You can see how it's handed. This is not a symmetrical piece, and this is the left-hand version shown. Now, so if my hand, or my arm I should say, represents the door, and the pivot is out over here and your frame has to be here, from your perspective, it appears to be swinging out with you on the outside. And from your perspective, the pivot is on the right and the door swings towards you. That is what we'd call a right-hand reverse. But when you ordered the hardware, it would be called a left hand because the hinges are on the left, or the pivot is on the left, and the door swings away from you. That's defined as left hand. But right-hand reverse comes back the same way. Now, moving up the door, you're going to have your door portion here with your stud that will be sitting right over your door portion that will sit over the bearing, the thrust bearing. Okay, this will allow you an 1/8 of an inch adjustment by loosening the set screw, and I do not see a Allen wrench included. Apparently it's not. You'll be able to adjust that. Tighten the set screw again naturally. There's your installation. The bottom door portion is attached to the door because it's an aluminum door, and that tube is going to be hollow, and screws are included with all of these parts. The 2 zinc screws will go through the inside tube, through the hole, and then right into the tapped holes that are on the inside of the hardware. So now your installation looks like that. Moving up the door, you've got your door portion. The installation is the same way, except that of course it'll be looking like this. Forgive me. That's a spring-loaded pivot stud that's on there. Okay, that is going to communicate to the frame portion, and the frame will have a notch or a cutout in the face of the frame. And then from the underside in the rabbet, you'll attach it with the screws that are provided so that it'll look just like that when it's all said and done. Okay. This is a 3/4 inch offset pivot. That means this: from the face of the door to the center of the vertical axis of pivoting is 3/4 inch. It's that simple. When you are determining if this is the right pivot, you're going to refer to the technical drawing. You're going to confirm that you're dealing with 3/4 inch offset, which you would be. There is another offset. There's 2 other types. There's one other type, one other offset, but 3/4 inch offset will be pretty much everything you'd encounter. And this pivot is a flush with frame face application, and that means when you're on the pull side, the face of the door will be flush with the face of the jamb. That's crucial because all of this is set on the fact that the door is flush. Whereas if you stood on the pull side of, let's say, a hollow metal door, That door is inset ever so slightly, 3/32 of an inch, something in that range. But your instance, you're looking for the fact that it's flush, assuming that this is a replacement. Available, of course, in an aluminum finish. 3/4 inch offset, non-reversible, cannot be field reversed. 1/8 of an inch vertical adjustment, as discussed earlier, on the bottom, adjustable bottom door portion. One complete set per package for U.S. aluminum type material. If you have any questions on the C.R. Lawrence0P40022, left hand or right hand 3/4 inch offset, top and bottom pivot set flush with face frame in a dark bronze finish, or any other C.R. Lawrence product whose name is synonymous with aluminum storefront hardware, and shower doors, frameless shower doors as well, glass shower doors, hinges, all of the ancillary hardware that goes with that, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.